All right, hey guys. Sam and I are on a little excursion. We're down in Key Largo right now, and while we're here, I wanted to take some time and just use this beautiful backdrop as part of a series, at least this first lesson in the series. I had planned on doing this lesson like from the end of the dock or on a paddleboard or maybe on one of the islands that we visited. And to be honest with you, we've just been so busy and have had so much fun enjoying those things and soaking those things in that we haven't had time to actually put the video together. And so now you get the hotel as your backdrop. But I want to go ahead and film this first video for this series while we're here in the Keys. The topic that I want to discuss is maps. Sam and I've been down here once. Sam never has before. But most of the stuff that we're doing is all stuff that's new to us, and we're going places that we've never been before. And so maps have played a very important role for us in us figuring out how to get to the places that we're going to go. And maps are what I want to talk about for this series. Lessons that we can learn from maps. So this first lesson is called Look and Go. The point is simple. Looking at a map is not enough to take you on a vacation or to take you on an excursion. You can study the map all you want. You can learn the locations, know the street names, but the map simply will not take you there. It will help show you the way, but it will not take you to the destination. You're not there when you're looking at a map. You're there when you follow the map with action. You get in a car or a plane or a boat or whatever it may be that's going to move you towards that destination that the map is showing you. So to connect that to our faith, I think it's kind of like people who spend their lives reading and studying the Bible, but then never really do anything to act on what it says. I saw this skit years ago that I really liked. These kids they went to a Bible study, and when they did, they got a little bit fatter. I think the skit was called like Fat Christians or something like that. But the idea basically, they had like these big huge shirts on, and they would go to a Bible study and then stuff another pillow under their shirt, and they go to a church service or go to youth group and go to choir practice, and they kept like stuffing all these pillows under their shirts until they were huge. And the point that they made at the end of the skit was, all of those things, like they going to the church, going to the Bible studies, all those things have a purpose, and it's kind of like calories. Calories are the purpose is energy, and you take them in for the purpose of burning it off, and that the studying the scriptures is kind of like that. We take it in, but not just for the sake of taking it in, but we take it in so that we can learn what it has to say and to then put it into practice with action. So back to this map idea. So Sam and I, we're in Key Largo right now, and we actually thought a couple of weeks ago, we thought initially that we were going to be in Colorado right now doing some hiking. I spent days planning that trip and staring at the maps and deciding what routes we would take and where we would stay and which trails we would do, kind of just mapping all of it out by staring at maps and figuring out what the best plan was for us. I'm not in Colorado right now, right? Staring at that map didn't get me there. Did not take me to Colorado. So for several reasons, we decided that this was going to be a better idea for us right now. So the map pointed the way, but we still had to take the actions of getting in the car and making the turns. Actually, on the way to the Keys, there aren't a whole lot of turns. It's pretty much just one big straight line, but it still took action of us getting in the car and following the directions to get here. Stopping for gas, pushing the pedals, it all takes action. Not just the knowledge of the destination or what the streets were or where we needed to go, but actually the action on the steps on how to get there. So what steps does it take to follow Jesus, or maybe even better yet, as a follower of Jesus, what are the actions that he calls us to in our lives? And really, we're trying to keep these videos short. That's obviously a huge topic we can't cover right now. There'll probably a whole nother series that we could do down the road. But it would include things like love your neighbor, take care of the widow and orphan, feed the poor, all things that Jesus did and talked about throughout his life. Too many of us, we read and we study those words and we know those words. Too few of us actually do a whole lot to live them out. So that's what this lesson is about today. I mean, the Bible is great, but only if it's truly shaping your life, shaping your actions to follow the life and ministry of Jesus. So read the Bible, but then act. Just staring at the map doesn't get you to a place like this. You have to move. And the same is true for our faith. There's nothing more sad than a faith that knows but never moves. So be thinking this week about ways that you can get your faith on the move, steps that you can take to be an active follower of Jesus, not just somebody that knows the map and knows the directions, but is actually putting that plan into action and following those directions. Be that kind of Christian. Amen.